Hello. First, please excuse the mess in here and also the glare. Can't seem to get rid of that right now, but welcome back to the fish room. First update of 2017. Looking at the main tank in here, the 180 African cichlid tank that I also have the one umbi grow out in. Not sure how much longer I'll be able to keep the umbi in here. Know that they're pretty aggressive whenever they get older, and I don't want to lose all my Africans. And if you take a peek, the umbi's starting to put on a little bit of size. Whenever I put it in here, it wasn't the smallest fish in the tank, but it was close to it. Now, just for comparison's sake, you can see it's one of the larger fish. So that's exciting. I'm gonna have to probably find a new home for it. I have no idea what the sex of this fish is right now, but it's growing really nice, pretty, getting some nice blue spots on its gills, and I really like it. Like I said, I believe it's a Rio mag. The place I got it from, whenever I asked them about it, they just said it was an umbi the day I bought it. I didn't know anything. Came home, did research, because that's what I did. I saw a fish that I liked, so I bought it, and then decided to figure out how I can keep it. But doing the research, I called back and I said, well, what kind is it? They said it's a blue umbi, which makes me think that it's a Rio mag. It looks like a Rio mag, but I have some of the Gorillas blues, and I know it's not a Gorilla, so we'll see how it turns out. But other than that, I'm really pleased with the way that this tank's coming along. Things are growing. The dolphin's starting to get a little bit of a hump on its head. The aggression hasn't been too bad in here. I've lost, since I put everything in here, I've lost a few fish out of here, just a couple, but that's to be expected. Other than that, it's coming along nicely. Don't know how long I'm going to keep this tank, although I absolutely love it, love looking at it. It's also a lot of real estate that I want to use for some of my bigger South American fish whenever they start growing up. So that's going to be the main tank. So they're all African cichlids except for the one umbi. I have pleco in here, just a common pleco. He's hiding somewhere. He's starting to get a little size on him. Then also Synodontis catfish. I can't remember the species right now. I think it's the squeaker cat. It's going around somewhere. The Nustis is doing a little bit of shaking, acting like he wants to breed, but it's pretty much it's an all male tank. So I don't know who he thinks he's going to be able to breed with, but not looking too good as of now. But he's still excited. So seeing that makes me happy. I know that the fish in here are doing well. It's fun to see them exhibit some of that behavior, just to see the way they work. But if you look at his colors, he doesn't have any spots on him right now. I don't have the best light on this tank, but he really is a gorgeous fish that's just not doing him justice in the camera right now. And there's a close-up of the umbi. Kind of a little camera shy. Alright, so we're going to move over to my umbi slash My Devil grow out tank. I'm calling them My Devils because I'm sure they're a mix. Not sure what mix they are, but just easier to call them that than say that there's something that they might not be. Like I said, please excuse the mess. Today or tomorrow I'm going to be doing some tank cleaning, but they just got through eating, so they want nothing to do with me right now. Everything's hiding. It looks like a bear tank. However, whenever it comes feeding time, you'll see them come in here. I have 11 cichlids in there. They're growing out at a decent rate. I haven't noticed because I see them every day, but Giselle's telling me that whenever she comes, she sees them. Says, wow, they're getting so big I can't even notice. Look right there, I have another common pleco. That pleco's starting to take off a little in size. I'm feeding him a little more than what he used to get in the other tank that he was in. He figured out how to eat the pellets, so he's happy. I'll come in at night and drop some food in here for him too, just different things. So although this is probably my favorite tank right now, It's the hardest to show on video because everything wants to hide. Just looks like I have a tank full of rocks. They're all camera shy. So moving down, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the light right here. This is the African cichlid and Boona tank. Not much updates here other than everything's getting along. That little fish right there is starting to get a little blue on him. That was actually a grow out that I had in my dad's stock tank this summer. So I had a holding Celisai female. I decided to take her down, put her in about a 300-gallon tank, see if she had spit some fry, if anything would last. Well, whenever I got her down there, I looked in the bag to show my parents to explain what happened, and she had spit about 20 fry already. If I had known that she was going to be that close, I would have probably brought her back and tried raising them in my 10-gallon. But I was there, I didn't have any way to bring them back, so I just put her in there, and she and 3 of her fry lived through the summer. So I put them in there, waited about 5 months, pulled them out, and there's only 3 alive, but she lived and some of the fry did, so that was cool. Didn't have to feed them or anything. Whenever I brought them back, there was one little male, and he wanted to be tough. Then whenever he gets in with all the full-grown guys, he tried showing off his dominance and wound up dead the next morning whenever I found him. So he didn't make it, but this guy is coming along. There's another one somewhere. I can't tell which one it is. I think it's over there in the corner. But it's fun to see them grow out. And then you can see the smaller ones. Those I started raising those. I think those are got those. I think about a day or two after I got the umbies from Raps umbies in the top tank. Let's see. Somebody's coming out there. They don't know that I'm filming them now. They're gonna hide again. But anyway, so that's that. These fish getting along real well. I have a couple of bristlenose plecos in here. One albino bristlenose and one, I think it's a long fin lemon drop is what they sold them to me. But those are hiding right now. But those are in there along with the common pleco in the tank up top. Starting to get some algae up top. I was able to catch the long fin, put him up there, and the algae's gone away and he's eating, seems more settled in. Also, I think it's going to make it easier for the bristlenose to eat down here. I'm not that great at keeping plecos, to be honest with you, so I just throw extra food in there and hope they can get it. So it's been working so far. But the real reason I'm doing the update is so I can show you something. I have water in the 75. And over there in the corner, we'll see if we can get to them. There's hardly any decorations. I'm trying to make sure everything's doing good. But right here in this corner, they're nothing special to look at right now, but those are going to be jaguar cichlids. They're xanthic, which means that they have a pigmentation. I don't know if it's an abnormality. It's a genetic variance in their pigmentation where they are not going to be the normal colors. They're going to end up turning gold. So I guess imagine a jaguar cichlid that looks similar to the color of a goldfish, but they're going to have where they normally be black, they're going to be orange, and where they will normally be the lighter tannish color, they're going to be white. So I'm really excited to see how these turn out. I was only able to get 4 of them. They're small, but they're not cheap. Cost me a bit of money, but that is what I got myself for Christmas with the money that my parents gave me for Christmas. So I ended up getting a few more fish, that way I could put some fish in the 75. They seem to be swimming around well. I did have them in this tin right here, just to keep a closer eye on them for first couple days. Started eating a little bit. Still extremely shy, but they seem like they're well settled in. And so I decided to move them over here before it took too long. I'm going to be putting some decoration in this tank, but like I said, for now, first few days, I don't want them. I want them to have enough places they can hide and feel comfortable. So I have a few things in here, but I don't want to have so much that I can't see them, can't keep a close eye on them in case they show any signs of stress. I really want to make sure that I can take care of them really well. So they're just swimming up and down in this corner. Watching them on this video, this is the most I've been able to see them since I got them. They get in that 10-gallon tank at smaller quarters, and they would just find a spot and just stay the heck away from me. So let's see, this one's right here so we can get a closer look. Like I said, not too much to look at now, but hopefully they'll grow out well and end up being pretty nice. So I can see that I've been rambling for over 10 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off. But this is the first update of 2017. Looking forward to doing the first update of 2018 and seeing the size of some of these fish. Hopefully I'll have a few more small fish, but hopefully there'll be some breeding going on by this time next year. So that's my goal for the upcoming years, to have some breeding take place in the fish room. I've spent a lot of time trying to get it going. Put a lot of time and effort into this thing, trying to get it where it's at, and I'm happy with where it's at, but I'm not pleased with where it is. I want it to continue to get better. So this is my hobby. This is what I enjoy doing. Thank you for watching.